Arizona is a world-famous off-roading destination. Not only can you drive on some of the most iconic off-road tracks in the US, but you can also follow those tracks to really cool destinations. It's not just about getting our tires on dirt, or in this case, sand. It's about finding some of the most unique places off-road and off the beaten path. And when you see where we're headed, you won't believe your eyes. It's like another planet. It's literally like you step out of the sand and onto Mars or something. This week, we're taking you to a remote dreamland that's a true otherworldly experience. If you're new here, I'm Savannah, this is Drew, and together with our two dogs, Pablo and Mateo, we live full-time in our self-converted Unimog 1300L ex-German military ambulance. We've been living on the road 8 years, first in our van, then a shuttle bus, and now our dream vehicle, the Unimog. Welcome to the Arizona Strip. This is a remote section of Arizona north of the Colorado River, and it's basically isolated from the rest of the state by the Grand Canyon. You can really only access most of it from Utah. And today we're going to be exploring the Vermilion Cliffs. This is the White Pocket area. We've been wanting to go out here for years, and when we get there, you will see why.
Just about a year ago, we were camped in the same spot, which we really loved. The sky at night is super impressive. Last year though, we were heading that way to do the north rim of the Grand Canyon. This year, we're going this way into the Vermilion Cliffs. I'm super excited to check it out.
We are completely loaded down with food and water. This mog is heavy. The heaviest it's ever been.
Yeah, there's a ton of water in there, full fuel, full everything, extra water, extra everything. It's so much food, it's full.
We stocked up because the area that we're going to right now and what we're headed into next is just incredibly remote, and there aren't even very many grocery stores. So when we were coming through Flagstaff, we just got all of our staple groceries, all our pantry items. We are so stocked. We spent most of the morning cleaning up. We've been really busy recently, and yesterday was a really big driving day for us. We did like 8 hours of driving in the Unimog. So we needed a good reset before we started on this route. How's it look? We got everything pretty clean. And now that we got it clean and it looks really nice, I have to deconstruct some of it so that we can drive. Not a lot. It's not a huge process. We take that out, we make sure all the drawers are locked. This one is a big one, the big heavy pantry door. It's not too much, but take the projector screen down, make sure all the windows are closed. We'll have to do the back one. But I think we're pretty much ready. Man, it feels good to have a clean house. It feels really, really good. Are we ready?
We going?
We're going for a ride.
Have all partners.
We're going for a ride. They're so dusty.
Your seat's covered in paw prints.
Gross. It's a good thing we got vinyl seats. Huh. Just have to accept the dirt because it's not going away.
There we go. Ah, finally we were in warm weather overnight.
No smoke.
No smoke, no struggle. Pretty soon we'll have that pre-warmer on there and it'll always be like that, even in the cold. Here we go.
Pablo is so excited to go for a ride.
Backing it up.
This is gonna be an interesting day because White Pocket is known for being really sandy. like big, deep sections of sand that can just bury your vehicle down in it. There's tons of signs and warnings all over that say you should not go out there if you don't have 4x4. They're really trying to discourage people in two-wheel drive cars, rental vehicles.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all.
From going out to White Pocket. Luckily, we're in a Unimog. Unluckily, we're very heavy.
Very heavy.
And this is our first experience driving in sand. We've really never done it before. So when we get out here, we are gonna air our tires down really, really low and see how it goes.
What could go wrong?
Showing the airing down, so you all know that we're actually airing down. People tell us to air down all the time on these trails, and we do. But we don't usually show it because it gets kind of boring.
I got a snack and I aired down. Ready to hit the trail. It's getting sandy out here. I'm still in two-wheel drive though, so it hasn't gotten that bad yet. I'm waiting to see if I slip, then I want to flip it on.
It is really sandy though. I mean, you can feel it kind of slipping around. Not anything super dramatic, but you can feel that you're in sand.
Yeah, there are a lot of signs warning it. Warning you to have a four-wheel drive, high clearance.
Oh yeah, we're stepping down this little like rock wall right now.
Right into thick sand.
Right into deep sand.
Yeah,
oh
like,
yeah.
The problem, it's super easy to get to the beginning of this road.
Mm-hmm.
So you probably have a lot of tourists like in rental vehicles like flying down this road and all of a sudden they're hitting these little shelves and deep sand. My guess is they've had to pull a lot of people out over the years. Choose your own adventure right here, huh? Did I choose the right one?
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go over the rock instead.
Yeah, just drive over these rocks. Take the Unimog option and just go over all of it.
Yeah. Here's some sand.
Oh, here's some deep sand. Yeah, wow. Better get some momentum.
Let's see if we slip.
Ooh. Momentum is key in the sand, that's for sure.
I think I just took the sandier route there. There was two of them.
You definitely did.
It was fine.
One of the questions we get asked most often is how do we find these places that we go out and explore? One of the best tools in our toolkit is onX Off-Road. onX is a GPS app designed for off-road enthusiasts, so it includes trail finding, trip planning, and navigation. It's super useful, particularly in parts of the country or areas you don't know. You can go on and check the map out and see the different kinds of land and find a route that you want to go run. A couple features we've been really liking with onX lately are the ability to download maps. This is really great because sometimes you're going in and out of service. If you have it downloaded, you're not going to lose your way. And another thing, now that it's summertime, we got to be on the lookout for those wildfires. So the wildfires being listed on the app as they're currently happening, you can plan your trip a lot smarter and a lot safer. And of course, one of my favorite features, the route builder. You can map everything out ahead of time. That way, once you're out there in these places you don't know, It's really easy to follow along. These are just a few of the features that we use daily, but there's a bunch more in the app. I encourage you to explore it yourself. Check it out. We have a link in the description. It's 20% off an Onyx Elite membership.
Stopping in this sand pit.
There it is.
That's not good. Just mogged our way out of it.
That was the deepest part too.
This is so much fun.
It is fun.
This is a blast. In the sand, you feel like you're just kind of gliding around. With the PSI as low as it is, and also the width of our tires, we're kind of like gliding over a lot of these sand patches, which is really fun. But knock on wood, I am not gonna speak too soon before we actually make it to White Pocket. Because as soon as you say that, we will just get bogged down. As you're driving up to White Pocket, you start to see that there's something different about the terrain ahead of you. Something was emerging in the distance. You start to see white cauliflower rock domes and red swirls stick out above the burnt sand and green junipers. That's how you know you've finally arrived. We had an idea of what we were about to encounter, but wow. Driving up and seeing these rock formations in person makes you feel like you had stepped onto a different planet.
It appears we have arrived. This looks incredible. Whoa. Oh. We've made it to White Pocket, and we've gone a little bit past. This might be the site right here, and then we don't have to walk too far to White Pocket. So I'm gonna get out on foot and check it out. Hey, Pablo?
Camp is all set up. This is Sandy Camp.
Sandy Camp.
It's like being on a beach without the water, which is Mateo's dream. Because he hates the water, loves the sand. So he is in heaven out here. This place and White Sands have been his two favorites, I'm sure, of all the places we've traveled. But look at this sand that I'm walking through. It's pretty much how the road was 3/4 of the way out here. Our first sand driving experience with the Unimog is a success. I think I would call it a success. What do you think?
The Mog was unfazed. Even this part right here got a lot deeper, but I didn't notice anything. Like, there were points when we were going fast and I would hit a little thing, I could feel like the little drift. But yeah, the Mog was unfazed.
We packed up, got our backpacks on, and we are gonna hike out to White Pocket now. White Pocket is what you see in the background of our camp spot over here. It's essentially just a bunch of really pretty rocks. We spend a lot of time looking at pretty rocks. Go ahead, buddy. Go. He is gonna be so tired after a few days of running around in this sand.
colors like striping. Really cool. Don't fall in there, boys. Pavel's trying to go down. It's a little steep, bud. We can go around.
This really just is the coolest spot. It's like a photographer, videographer's paradise, because every time you turn a corner, there's a new pattern of swirling rocks. All these stripes and colors, they just wrap around all the little rock formations. Each one is a little bit unique, and they are beautiful.
Even these spots here are really interesting. It looks like a big turtle shell. You have like swirls, and then you kind of have these bubbling rocks with little cracks in them. Very interesting. Never seen a place like this. Maybe we're on top of a giant turtle. Get off my back. Get off my back.
So we're on a giant turtle, and the turtle doesn't want us to be here.
Yes.
That sounds scary. There's all these little ridges, and you don't know what's over the next ridge. Every time you go over one, there's a new view. At times, the cracked rock you're walking on looks a little bit like a giant brain, or maybe alligator scales. You get a feeling that you've stepped into a giant bowl of sherbet, or a Dr. Seuss book come to life. Geologists still can't agree on exactly why White Pocket looks the way it does. Arguments have been made for earthquakes, meteor collisions, extended rainfall events, and sliding and slumping dunes folding over themselves into these delicate and contorted layers. Any of these events could have shaped the fragile sandstone into the cauliflower crust and swirls of pink, red, and orange that everyone comes to see today. What they do know is that White Pocket is unique. Ultimately, scientists are still sorting it out, but one thing is for sure: being here is truly magical. After many hours of walking up and down the different layers, staring at all the beautiful shapes and colors, we finally had to peel ourselves away. It was difficult, but this had been a very long day. Luckily, we had our fantastic camp spot right on the edge of White Pocket, so Moose wasn't far away. I can see my house from here. Right over there. A little blue Unimog. Looks so good in the desert. We decided it was time to head back and see what we could find for dinner.
It's been a long day. Tired. But I still have sourdough. And I don't think I want to make any effort for dinner, but I want a really good dinner. But it might be toast. We'll see what happens.
We made it back to the Unimog. Absolutely gorgeous out there. Like, I'm speechless about White Pocket. It's like another planet. It's literally like you step out of the sand and onto Mars or something. It was 100% worth the drive out here. But now that we're back in the Unimog, we're crashing. We're feeling really tired. Like I said, yesterday was a huge driving day for us, and we're just exhausted. We're trying really hard not to just have toast for dinner.
Yeah, Pine Top to Flagstaff, bunch of errands in Flagstaff, then all the way to Vermilion Cliffs. And I was saying I'm tired from today, but I realize it's from yesterday. I'm just kind of shot. I need a little rest, need a good meal and something to eat. See how tired I am? I just had a good meal and something to eat. Toaster burritos.
Burritos.
All right, let me know when they're done.
That was dirty. That was a dirty, dirty trick.
Figure something out.
I don't think that we're gonna get much sunset tonight. The clouds are really in the way of where the sun would set. You can see behind me. Sun is supposed to be setting right there over White Pocket. But I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Clouds like this could really go either way. It could just explode into the best, most colorful sunset you've ever seen, or it could just turn gray and get dark. So, we'll see in a few minutes here.
We're gonna do some whole wheat pasta with some sauteed veggies and tofu ricotta. I'm gonna get that going and some red sauce because I can't think anymore. I can't think that well today. I'm tired and I thought enough to get this moving. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Wow, I must look fried. Like a circus in here. I think I'm, what is it called? Overtired. But we're gonna get this pasta going. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time. Oh my gosh. What am I doing? What am I doing over here? Okay. It's in there. I didn't spill. Oh, wait. One of them got away. I need a little spin.
Did you set a timer for the noodles?
Nobody sets a timer for the noodles. Are you kidding me?
I set a timer for the noodles. What do you mean?
What? You just
They
tasted
tell you exactly how to cook the noodles on the packet with no guessing.
Oh my gosh. You have a lot to learn, young lady. You cook them and then you taste one and you go, eh.
Throw it at the wall, see if it sticks?
No, you taste it and you say, ah, it's too al dente or it's perfect.
Come on, Poppy. Come here. I'm excited. You're really whipping this up out of nowhere, huh?
I think I'm making too much food.
Are you gonna get some broccoli?
No.
Is Drew gonna give you some broccoli?
You think so?
I think he is. This guy loves broccoli. Broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Two of his favorites. Ready? I stole you some broccoli. You can thank me later. Good job.
Saddle up, partner.
Oh, this looks amazing. You saved Christmas.
Yep, and I also saved everything else. Cheers. I have one secret ingredient though. It's gonna be like a little Italian Mexican fusion. I got some red and green sauce left from the burrito place. Trust me on this. It's real good. You want the red or the green?
Alright, give me the red sauce.
I'm telling you, it's so good. It is spicy though. Just try a bite first, see if you like it. I mean, you're gonna like it.
The confidence.
It's so good.
Yeah.
It works?
It's like hot sauce.
What's better? Which hot sauce? I like a hot sauce on pasta. I usually do Frank's or Sriracha, but that's even better. I told you.
Okay. We've been together 11 years and you're still throwing new things at me.
I don't have that at my disposal very often. I haven't mastered making my own yet.
I've never seen you do this in 11 years. I've seen you put hot sauce on it.
It's because it's like I never have that.
You think you know a guy.
Yeah.
And then he puts salsa on his spaghetti.
I mean, you shouldn't be surprised by that move.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Good morning. Last night we heard some commotion. We looked outside and there was a two-wheel drive van stuck in the road just down the ways from where we're camped. They actually walked up to the Unimog and asked us if they could make it just a little bit farther, if it would be okay if they pulled in next to us in our camp spot. So we said, of course. It was late at night, it was dark. There were actually two vehicles. There's a truck camper and then the van. So luckily the truck camper had a winch, so he was able to go further down the road and winch the van down to our camp spot. So we have some friends with us at camp. A very exciting night. Certainly not what we were expecting. We thought we were just gonna go to bed, but we got a really good night's sleep last night. We definitely needed it. We were both crashing a bit. So now I'm gonna make my coffee. Yes, I'm making coffee, okay? I know I said several videos ago that I don't drink coffee, and I didn't. But now I do, and I've gotten really into coffee. I don't do caffeine, so this is a decaf, but this new grinder that I got, Drew, it's so nice, and it makes a really great cup of coffee with our mocha pot. We recently got this as well. It's the Bricka induction of the Bialetti coffee pot. It basically makes a cup of espresso, and then you can add whatever you want. We basically make lattes every morning. So don't judge me, okay? It's delicious, and this coffee grinder is really nice. Hey guys.
I got Pablo over here. Just hanging out, man. He's living the life. These guys get pretty worked up around mealtime, which is close, so I'm trying to keep them calm. Mostly this one barks at this one, and then he gets shaky. You just have to distract them. Right, Popo? But we got good night's sleep, so we should be good to go today. Right, buddy?
I don't know. I just like laying here.
How about you, Mateo? Mateo, did you get good sleep? Did you sleep well?
Get him a bow tie. I feel like his collar looks kind of like a bow tie because of the different color.
Our plan this morning was to wake up early and drive over to the trailhead for Buckskin Gulch. So this is a really famous slot canyon in the Vermilion Cliffs. Slot canyons can be incredibly dangerous. They have killed many hikers, and that's because they are essentially the drainage point for any water that's flowing from snow melt or rain. Any significant rainfall that's happening in the catchment basin for Buckskin Gulch will flow right down into that slot canyon. You're in this skinny little canyon with super, super high walls, and a flash flood happens. You're not making it out. So it requires a lot of planning to do this kind of hike, and I checked the weather. I've been watching it. It looks a little bit sketchy. There's some snow in the forecast. There's some rain. I'm sure that you saw yesterday there were a bunch of clouds that looked like rain. This particular canyon, there has been fatalities in the past from flash floods. You just have to pay attention. It's not just a regular day hike. You have to check the weather and plan for it. And it doesn't look right. It's my gut feeling is telling me no.
Yeah, point is there's plenty of other things to do, so not really worth the risk. You can do it another time. So we will move on to our next stop and come back another time.
We are not going to die in a slot canyon today.
Nope. Yay.
Not
Good job.
happening.
We did it. So no deadly slot canyons today, unfortunately, as fun as that sounds. But we did find something else down the road a little bit. Go check that out. First, we're going to clean up, get back down the sandy road onto the main road, and we'll go check that out.
Chatting with our neighbors this morning, talking about the Unimog. They're from Romania, so they recognize the Unimog actually from Europe.
Yeah, he said he grew up seeing these trucks all over the place, and so cool to see one in person as a camper with a deposit box and all that. They definitely knew their stuff, so it was a good conversation.
All right, we are starting the sandy drive out of here. Beautiful drive. I mean, gorgeous country out here. Not a bad morning drive.
Not at all.
And where we are headed is a petroglyph panel. It's called the Maze, and it's unique for one of the drawings that looks like an intricate little maze. Yeah. So we're gonna check that out.
There's the sand. I almost put the four-wheel back on.
I just paused. I was like, we're slowing down in this sand.
I like to see if I need the four-wheel or not.
Pablo's been doing a lot of hiking with us, so to reward him, I'm gonna carry him in the backpack today because that's his favorite way to do a hike. Put your butt down there. There you go. There you go, bud. All strapped in. Yeah, you're gonna walk. You're gonna hike. Mateo is so ready. Let's see how he does here. He's gonna have to shift. Let's get that paw tucked in there. Okay, Pops. There we go.
He's ready to go.
He's the happiest camper now. Yeah, I think we're good. Big old rain clouds coming over the top of that ridge. We might get caught in the rain. And right over this ridge in front of us is the Wave. That's a really popular hike, and it got so popular that they had to permit it. So it's now a lottery system for a permit to be able to go back there. It looks a lot like White Pocket, but it has a more distinctive wavy pattern, hence the name, the Wave. But that is literally right there. We can't go, we don't have permits for it. Maybe one day.
These are probably the most crisp ones I've ever seen. Like, very clear.
Yeah. This is the one that the panel's named for because it looks like a maze. And a two-headed snake going into the maze. What does that symbolize?
I have no idea.
What scary thing are they talking about there?
Maybe it's symbolizing that you have to work as one, because if they each go down a different path, it's not gonna work. It's gonna split the snake apart, you know? Or it's just some like really creepy thing that you just survive this two-headed snake coming for you in a maze from multiple directions. I don't know.
I like the first one.
Guy's either messing with a saw or a xylophone. Bing, bing, bong, bong, boom, bong, bong, boom.
Xylophone. Yeah, he has fingers and toes, which I've never seen before.
Just ready to jam. Maybe it's a self-portrait of the person that did all these.
These are incredible. So many of them. And over here we have things that kind of look like the sun, more sheep. There looks like a mountain with a swirl at the top that could be the sun.
A moon, maybe?
Yeah, looks just like him.
Is that a dog up there, buddy?
The ones up there look just like you. Is that you?
I don't think it's a dog. I think it's a pronghorn.
There's some really faded ones at the bottom you can't really see anymore.
Oh, there's big sheep right here on the bottom.
Yeah, and then there's really small ones right next to him.
That's funny.
How's Pablo liking it?
He's just kind of sleeping in a bag. Yeah.
Just living the dream back there.
Is there gonna be a problem or not?